Hello everyone, my name is Raquel Ruiz and I'm going to develop my unit planning. First of all, I would like to mention that I will focus on these following questions: the purpose of my unit planning, its structure and its assessment criteria. I will point the aims of my unit planning. Some of them are related to linguistic competence, such as to learn new lexicon, to pronounce the phoneme ha, as in have, to become familiar with the modal verbs can, must, have to, or to describe pets physically and to classify them according to their movements. But this unit planning is also interested in develop other competencies as learning to learn or social and civic competencies, reaching these following outcomes: to develop a consciousness about animal care, to work in groups together, or to formulate questions as a sign of curiosity. The structure of my unit planning has 10 points. First, skills. 2, key competencies. As I said previously, my unit planning works through linguistic competence, although we put into practice the 7 competencies that the LOMCE presents. 3, learning outcomes. 4, contents. The contents have been organized into 4 blocks: oral and written text comprehension and oral and written production. I keep in mind the previous knowledge of my students to select the new lexicon about pets, and these contents are also differentiated in different groups, for example verbs, nouns, adjectives and pet-specific language. 5. Cross-curricular elements. English is also a vehicular language to develop other learnings. In this case, English goes across the curriculum and we work issues of the science or arts and crafts. 6. Mixed ability strategies. We work in cooperative learning groups of 4 students, and this way students can help their classmates, and also the information and communication technology activities or the visual supports or the simplified worksheets are strategies for supporting the students' needs. 7. Sequence of learning activities. Each lesson is very structured. It has 4 parts. First, warm-up to introduce the topic to the students. 2, study, when the teacher explains the principal issue of the lesson. 3, engage. In this part is where the students participate in groups. And finally, activate. In this last part, students have to show what they have learned during the lesson. 8, students' assessment. This part explains what, how, and when to assess. In other words, this part presents the strategies and tools: direct observation, notebook, worksheets, participation, and the indicators and criteria, both of them related to the aims of this unit planning, to evaluate our students. Some of them are, for example, the student understands general information about pets, or the student writes a short description of their pets, or the student understands how to take care of pets and is able to describe it. 9. Teacher self-assessment. This part is very important for me to improve our lessons, and for this reason my unit planning has considered this point. And finally, resources, biography and web pages. Finally, my unit planning collects different students and teachers' resources, as the games, as flashcards, worksheets, or the story tale that we use during the whole unit planning. And to finish this presentation, I will talk about the lesson number 4 and number 5 as a representative sample of the activities of my unit planning. In lesson number 4, for example, we start remembering the story tale My First Pet, especially the part of the veterinary's advices, and after that the students should listen the teacher's explanation about the modal verbs can, have to and must. This explanation will have a visual support like this flashcards in different colors, and the teacher can use also the whiteboard to write different examples and different sentences. After that, students can add new possible tips to take care of pets, and we can make this activity the whole group class. To finish the lesson, students write their top 5 pet care tips in this worksheet. They can do it in teams of 4 people. Okay, and in lesson number 5, we will start with a information and communication technology activity. It's a pet game, it's a memory, and students should match the word with the picture. For example, we have to fly and the picture to fly, or tankfish with the picture tankfish. After this game, it's a kind of quiz, and we can play in teams of 4 students. Then teachers can present and make a description of Barney. Barney is the main character of the story tale, My First Pet, and as you can see, there is a picture of Barney, and then we have many adjectives or parts of the body. For example, big, small, tail, wing, shell, ears, eyes, and students in the same teams, they have to match the physical features that Barney has. Then we can listen and sing the song I Have a Pet. We have the link in the unit planning. And finally, students will fill this worksheet. Describe your pet. First, they have a template to make easier the exercise, and they have to describe their own pet individually. This will be the template to the next lesson, because we will prepare a show and tell about their pets or a relative or friend pet. And that's all. Thank you very much for your attention.